Good day, Minecraftians. Purple Mentat here, bringing you episode 19 of my Regrowth Let's Play. I've been experimenting a bit with some mana production. Oh, that's the wrong thing. I don't even have it in my inventory. It's in my tool bag. Experimenting a bit with some mana production to make sure the pools stay fed, but honestly, the 7 endoflames that I have working at capacity seem to be powering everything pretty well. What I did set up was I attempted to have an elven mana spreader pointing directly into a mana pool with a spark that should be dispersing because it's on recessive, and then I've got a second entropinium over here to speed things along so that this way I can pretty much place down TNT just as fast as I can place it. And it'll keep up and spawn a bunch of mana to go into everything. Pretty neat, huh? It's decent. I might attempt to set that up with a striped pipe or something that can place the TNT automagically, but it just seems like not a great plan right now. By the way, I did set up my open crates over top of my mana pool with a hopper feeding into the open crate because I got sick of trying to toss a mana tablet at the pool and having the tablet miss. That's just not okay. How is this pool doing? Okay, good. Plenty of mana for runic work if I so decide. But that's not what we're going to be doing today. Today, we're going to leave off on Botania for a little bit. We're way ahead on that, and we need to catch up on some other quests and make some tech progress as well, because the ultimate goal here is applied energistics, and to get there I need more of every other kind of tech as well. So first things first, I want a bottle of water. We're going to make one more cool Botania toy. Living wood twig in the center, rune of water in the lower left, and a water bottle in the upper right gets the rod of the seas, and this is an item that is basically an infinitely full bucket. It uses a bit of mana to place water wherever you click, like so. In this way, I'm going to be able to very quickly fill up this pool. That's the plan anyway. There we go. Yeah. And then it's just, so it's kind of neat. It doesn't use a lot of mana, and it will create water. You can also... The cool thing about this, and the reason that I'm not too unhappy making it, because it seems like it's like a single-use item, right? There's only the one task that it can fulfill. Well, you can also use it to fill your petal apothecary, which is nice. It means that I don't have to worry about having a bucket and a water source nearby. Slowly gathering berries, because the essence berries are providing my experience that have enchanted all of my gear. So, why am I filling the pool? Well, it's past time that we actually set up this fish feeder, and I noticed that in my fishing exploits, which I'm going to have to move the fish chest over here in a moment, but we'll get to that, I managed to gather a couple of useful fish. Specifically, the ones I'm looking at right now are the damselfish, but there are other nice ones as well, like the nightfish here. And the reason I want the damselfish is because if I take a look at the purity upgrade, I need regeneration drops and I need aquatic droplets. I'm also going to need to breed some higher tier fish if I really want the top end, but for right now, I can get up to the standard purity upgrade with just the regen droplets. Huh, do I have any angelfish? I know I don't have any koi? Terrible at names. No angelfish. That's okay though, because the regen droplets are the real thing that I'm working on right now, and those can be provided by these damselfish. Pardon me, which is awesome. Now, I am eventually going to want to breed up to these, but I'm going to want them to have better stats than that. To get here, we're going to need a lot of breeding. So, step one, though, is definitely to get some sort of regen drop going. And you know what? Well, I'm going to need these to be able to do this craft anyway. We're also going to need to get into brewing for that. But step one, the most basic possible thing to do is to get the fish started. And I'm probably going to need my cooling upgrades. I'm definitely going to want some fish meal. let's go set up the feeder. And I built myself a tiny little tank. Well, actually, I built myself a rather large tank over here because it seemed like the thing to do. Let's finish filling this up. Oh. All you need to do is fill the sides, and the water will fill the rest all on its own. Now, this is overkill, especially for this fish. This is way more water than is necessary. But the idea is to build a nice big tank so that we only need to build the one ever. Don't forget, you're going to want to re-equip your snorkel and your ring of chordata for this. Or some other useful items. That's the wrong tab entirely, isn't it? There we go. Fantastic. So, let's get our fish feeder placed right in the center of things. That'll do. And now if I right-click on this guy, I can see it's missing food. Well, here, have some... Oh, no, it won't take the food in automatically like that. But it will take the fish meal, maybe? No? Huh. Well, let's see. If I give it a female fish and a male fish, then it takes the food in. Unsuitable environment. One of more of your fish is not happy. That's because... hover over its indicator to see the issue. It is too hot. So we're going to add some cooling upgrades. Those did not have near enough of an effect. Ooh, neat. That's a new visualization that I'm kind of happy about. So we're going to need better cooling upgrade. Let's take a look at what we need to make those. Well, the basic cooling upgrades are very simple. The standard cooling upgrades require a basic and aluminium, which we have access to, so let's go get started on that. We've grown a fair bit of aluminium essence, but we haven't actually made any ore or turned it into materials yet. Well, let's grab just a couple stacks of the essence, transmute it into ore, and then we'll turn that bauxite ore into aluminium ingots. We could use the crucible furnace. Let's take a look at that basic purity. Does the basic purity require anything? Just rose red, white pearl, and aluminium. Alright, so what we're going to do instead, we're going to put 63 of it into the smeltery, because that is a multiple of 9, and will give us an exact amount of output. There we go, and there we go. And our lava tank is running low, but that's why I'm going to put a fluid pipe pumping from the lava fluid tank into the seared tank. But this bit of lava that it has should be plenty, because the bauxite ore only requires 350 degrees C. I don't know the exact details on how that is determined using the lava, but it's fairly cheap. It'll go pretty quickly. Excellent. And then, soon as it's done... Oh, you know what? I need to re-grab my... Hang on. I need to get some more wooden... Some more of these emerald fluid pipes and some more wooden engines. I'll be right back. Alrighty. Pipes and engines acquired. We're going to begin pumping operations. That is the wrong way. Hang on. I don't have a wrench or anything made yet. I think I need to click it on there. No? Okay. Click it on there. Nope. I'm going to have to build a wrench. That's alright. So we're going to make a quick Buildcraft wrench. As you can see, very simple recipe. It is going to take us a couple of sticks and some cobblestone. Already have the sticks as well as 3 iron. So first we need the wood gear. And then we need the stone gear made from the wood gear. And Buildcraft continues right up the chain, actually. Yay, fireworks. Lots of fireworks. So why did I want the wrench? Well, because you see that closed off section? I can change where that is, and that is basically the source where the fluid is flowing from. So now it will pump out of... There we go. Just took a moment. Out of this lava tank and into this seared tank. If it had been pointing the other way, it would have flowed the other direction, which is not what I want. And now this guy. I'm a little worried. No, it'll work. Just like so. And I need a cobblestone or some other fluid pipe. Luckily, I have some stone fluid pipes made, but you know what? We can do better than stone fluid pipe. If I take a look at fluid pipes, I could very easily make the quartz fluid pipe, which can actually accept the full output of the emerald fluid pipe. The stone fluid pipe, well, it can only work at 20 millibuckets per tick, whereas the emerald is pumping out 40. And that's just a very simple matter of making some quartz pipes using quartz blocks. Okay. There we are, and a couple of glass. Come on, cooperate. There we go. And that, I did actually only needed one glass, but that's okay. And I'm just going to grab the one pipe sealant for now. We are going to end up with a lot of pipes by the end of this episode because there is a quest that I want to do that is basically just make a bunch of pipes. And now if I put you here, this will fill up twice as fast as it was last time, or twice as fast as it would have with the stone pipe. And every time it fills, I'll get a block of aluminium. Excellent, which I can then turn into ingots. So, we wanted these to upgrade our cooling upgrades. I'm going to need more of these cooling components. They're slightly aggravating to make. So, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to use my crafting halo for those. Because that will, or my assembly halo, because that will be better in the long run. Cooling components. There we go. 3 of those. And we're going to put that right there for now. And then, what else is necessary? Snowballs, aluminium. Okay. Not a problem. Still have plenty of snow over here. And, let's see. I need 4. And then I need to get into other materials, like ice. I think I can make molten ice in... Oh, I can mana infusion snow into ice. Excellent. So I'm going to need 12 to go as high as I can with this. Actually, is it 12? Yeah, it's 12. Okay, good. Alrighty, so now I want to just make that basic cooling upgrade, which I have... do not have everything for? Oh, the cooling upgrade doesn't stack. So, let us instead just regular left-click so that we can see what we need. Doesn't work as well as I want it to. There we go. And then the snowballs on the side. Excellent. 1 standard cooling upgrade, which has double the effect of a basic cooling upgrade. So I need 1, 2, 3 of those to be able to make 1 more of these. I love the crafting halo, the assembly halo. It is just so good. Okay, I'm actually miscounted on my snow. I do in fact need 2 more blocks if I want to get both of these up there. And the reason I'm upgrading 2 cooling upgrades is because the wasteland is considered a desert. This is a very, very warm place, and it is hard for fish to survive here. I guess we're gonna use... You know what? We're gonna use this pool over here. That'll... no, actually, I have to use this pool right here. Hang on. There we go. That's right. I have things set up a little bit strange right now because I was experimenting. Let me grab my wand real quick just to check I'm not going to run out of mana anytime soon. Else I'm going to be a very, very sad person. Yeah, we're okay. We're in decent shape. I took the recessive out of this one so it would stop splitting to everything. But I think that it's time to change that back for now. Just so I don't run out of any... run out of mana in my portal. Keep my passive generation going. And as that pool unfills, well, the Endo Flames kick back into effect. Also, one other thing that I learned, which we're going to put into effect right now as long as I'm right here. I am not very good with comparators. I have very little experience with them. However, I was recently instructed that it is possible that the way the comparator works is if it gets a signal in the side, it will not output until the signal from the back is stronger. So if I want to make sure that it does not output until it is at full strength, then I'm going to toss a lever on it. Maybe it needs a bit of redstone after all. This is how it was explained to me. Yep, there we go. So now this is power 15 going into the comparator. It will not output at all until the mana pool is completely full, which is what I want. It's going to take a long time and may never happen with the way the Alfheim portal is draining power. At least not until I build some better mana generation, but that's okay. Alright, how much aluminium do I need for these? 3 and an iron. I have some iron on hand, and I can go get more of the aluminium. Check your coal reserves along the way through. Wow, this thing moves fast. It's good. It's good news for us. And do I need more of those components? The fans? Yeah, I need 2 more cooling components. That's okay. That's what the assembly halo is for. 1, 2, 3, 4 of you. And now, put you there, you here, iron down here, and aluminium and all the rest. And we have the advanced cooling upgrade. Now we're starting to get into an area where we can actually make the fish happy at night. So to increase these, we would need titanium. We're not going to be able to make titanium right now, unfortunately. There we go. That'll do. If I check into this, if I give it the 2 advanced cooling upgrades, it is still too hot by 11 degrees C. But unfortunately, there's not a lot more I can do about it. Honestly, the best cooling I can do is 5 more below this. So we'll check back at night and see if they can be happy in the evenings. In the meantime, we're done with that for right now. We need to wait for it to produce and to see if it can actually get working in the evening when it's nice and dark and cool out. Until then, I need better setup over here. That's all right. We're going to work on some other quests and start progressing our way towards titanium so that we can make the better fish breeding upgrades. Also, we have a ton of knowledge quests to complete. The witchery tomes all need to be crafted, so we're not lacking in things to do. Also, one quest with unclaimed rewards back in the way the world works, we have completed moving more mana. For some purposes, mana spreaders just can't move mana quickly enough. Things such as the strong essence seeds require a lot of mana to be pumped into the runic altar to craft them, but it just takes too long with the basic spreader. Making one from Dreamwood and Elementium should prove more effective, allowing mana to be transported much faster. I like that I get 2 full mana tablets out of that, which I'm going to immediately dump into my primary mana pool, which is currently set to draw power from items, and that should... I mean, that's another full mana pool's worth of mana being distributed amongst all of my pools. So that should put me in a good spot as far as these things are concerned. Yes, I am both draining from 2 tablets and outputting to 1 tablet at the same time. It doesn't make a lot of sense, but that's okay. Can I put these mana tablets into a drawer? No. No, I cannot. That's a shame. I kind of like the storage drawer and chest setup that I have going on. There, that didn't take long. Now that's back to... Oh, that still wasn't completely empty. Give it a second. There we are. Now it'll be done. 1,000 damage value is empty for a mana tablet. They can hold... ooh, that one's... it's just got a sliver of mana on it. They don't count. They can hold an entire pool's worth of mana. And, oh, nice. We got this pool completely filled-ish. Excellent. I'm happy with progress. Progress is good. Even this pool is filled up, and I've got 1 tablet fully charged now. But we're going to put our other tablet in here. This pool's only reason to exist is to provide me with mana for my tools, so I'm going to leave a tablet floating in there. I'm going to keep one on hand, and when this one finally drains, then we will worry about more. In fact, I have a second tablet in my farming bag. Good, we're finally starting to get back into mana surplus territory. Alright, quests. Let's stop dilly-dallying and get into what the world teaches. Specifically, I need to make the Feeling Salty The Factory book and the Fuming Witchcraft Collecting Fumes book. So, let's take a look at The Factory first. This is a mariculture book and it requires a book and an iron wheel. Iron wheel is created just with, yeah, fairly simply. I can work with that. I don't know if I'll ever actually use the iron wheel, which is, you know, its own problem, but that's alright. These were water tank sightings. Man. Like I haven't ever done this before. You and you. Oh, and I get one automatically for free. Excellent. You know, it might have helped if I had read the quest, actually. The only thing you found outside the wasteland is the, pardon me, the ocean. From what you can see, there's still some life surviving down there. It may be wise to read up on the sea and some of the ways it was employed by those who lived near it in the past. Never mind. Quest didn't help. But 5 books, 16 experience drops. On Fuming, requires the Collecting Fumes book. A witch's oven is all well and good, but it'd be good to know what you can use it for. The tome that witches oft seem to keep in their abodes supposedly can inform you of the different fumes that can be collected in the oven. It is a crafting task. I specifically need to craft the Collecting Fumes book, which requires charcoal, feather, black dye, and belladonna. All items that we have available to us. Give me a feather. Give me some... Oh, I don't have any charcoal. I used it all. Used it all making that, that's okay. I'm sure I have some logs over here. I do. Here, we'll use up this oak wood. I've been making some smooth stone so that I can, you know, I mean, because I build a lot with smooth stone. But maybe this time I should just not use any more smooth stone than I already have, and just chisel everything. Let me know in the comments below what you think of that. Don't bother with smooth stone. Make everything out of chiseled blocks. It's an option. Put the coal where it belongs. And grab my charcoal. Now, black ink is easiest from an ink sac. I've got the book on hand, and my belladonna is over in the witchery chests. There we go. There we are. You. Fantastic. Quest complete. Now, as you expect, it does tell you what all the different fumes are and how they are made. Right there. And it tells you that you will get wood ash from cooking the saplings. Cooking food or wood will produce your foul fumes, which I've already made plenty of when I was creating all of that charcoal. As you can see, I already have 26 foul fumes, 6 exhale of the horned one, and then in the 50s for the purity, misfortune, magic, and goddess. Quest complete here, 32 clay jars, 4 books, and 16 experience drops. And it opens up recipes for disaster, which unlocks 1 quest elsewhere, which is the real purpose of this quest chain, to unlock more quests. The Coven witches you've encountered all seem to be really into this new fad of brewing stuff in cauldrons. From what you can tell, they learned the skills from a book titled Witches Brews. Maybe you should try and get a hold of a copy. Unfortunately, I haven't encountered any Coven witches yet, but maybe that will change in the future. So to make Witches Brews, we need dirt, feather, and black ink. Wow, that is a super simple recipe. Not complaining at all. Dirt, black ink, and feather. Craft it for me. And quest complete. Claim a reward, 16 Mutandis, a book, and 16 experience drops. Also, more importantly, that unlocks more quests in How the World Changes. The quest being Bubble, Toil, and Trouble. Heh. Isn't it double? We just had this conversation in the comments. Detection task. It wants me to pick up the witch's cauldron I've already made. Brewing seems to require not just any old cauldron like you thought, but rather one that's been coated in a paste of seeds known as anointing paste. The first step towards brewing would probably be to make one of these witches' cauldrons. So, craft anointing paste, which we have done, and detect witch's cauldron, which is just a matter of picking up the one we already have in the world. Trying to make sure it doesn't accidentally burn. Claim that reward. And now we have the altar opened up. But we're not going to be doing a lot of witchery today. We have other plans. So I'm just going to get this altar back down in the world. And honestly, I could probably just leave that bit of plank there and it will eventually burn itself to ash. And yeah, but I'm not that guy. The factory, we'll put it on this bookshelf for the time being. Right there. Or not. Right there. There. Be happy. Survive right there. And we've got too many saplings as rewards as well. No, Mutandis we're going to keep in my farming bag. The clay jars, on the other hand, those can go in there. Other than that, I seem to be in good shape. I'm just leaving things on the ground to rot because I haven't made myself any sort of void technology yet. I probably should. There is a quest for it. That's alright. We'll get there. We'll get there. We are moving our way through quest cleanup today. No longer need you. Inventory 101 with purple mentat. And the snorkel. That'll do. Goodbye, iron wheel. Okay. More questing. Not in the witchery area, though. Let's see. What the world came to be, we finished every quest that we have access to. I'm not certain how to unlock the last one, but I'm certain I'll find it eventually. The way the world works, that's really high-end Botania stuff. We'll get back to that. Need to let some mana build up. What the world teaches, we have completed everything we have access to. What the world enables is our next goal. First off, let's do the pipe dream quest, because I've been using a bunch of them. I need some cobblestone transport pipes. Carting items and fluids around manually is all well and good, but there has to be a better way to achieve it that isn't quite so involving. You think you might be able to construct some simple kinetic engines and some basic piping, which can use the kinetic energy to move items from one place to another. They're fairly poorly constructed, but if you apply a pipe sealant, you should be able to transport fluids too. So it wants cobblestone, as I've already accidentally made the others. I'm gonna keep my assembly halo on the hotbar for the rest of these, I think. Put you there. Cobblestone transport pipes. Oh, it wants me to craft it 4 times. Interesting. Actually, you know what? I don't need the fishing. Right, I can shift right click to shift left click to get rid of a recipe, and then right click to... That's weird. I don't know why it has the appearance of a brawn hatchet head, but it does. Very strange. Let's see if that counted. It did not. Alright. So, note for the future, do not use the assembly halo in an attempt to complete crafting tasks. Testing live on camera with the Mentat. Don't mind me today, I'm a little under the weather. Got some sort of weird frogginess going on. Just got back from the doctor yesterday. I wanted 2 pipe sealant, wooden fluid type pipe, and cobblestone fluid pipe. No problem. I'm going to need to make an entirely separate bag just for all of the pipes that I have. That doesn't sound like a bad idea, actually. I have another bag somewhere. Where did I leave my other bag? Huh. Alright, give me a moment. I'm going to find the bag and I'm going to make myself a Buildcraft specific bag. I'll be back soon. Alright, found my bag. It was hanging out in this chest over here, and we're going to make one more thing that's going to help with organizing things. We're going to make ourselves a Minecraft anvil out of 3 iron blocks and 4 iron ingots so that I can toss my bags into the anvil. We'll keep it near the enchanting table. I believe the yellow bag is pipes. Yes. So we're going to put the yellow bag in there, and we're going to rename it at the cost of 5 levels to the Buildcraft bag. There we go. Fantastic. And then we'll rename the white and the lime as well to farming tools. Excellent. Yes, that'll make keeping track of things quite a bit easier. And I'm actually going to stuff the Buildcraft bag into the tools bag, because bagception is a thing. Back to the quest book. Claim our reward of 32 pipe sealant. And, ooh, we unlock even more quests for even more pipes. That's kind of entertaining. I don't have need of a lot of these yet, though, but wrenched away. Sometimes those pipes just don't place the way you want them to. A handy-dandy wrench should be delicate enough to rotate them. Just craft a wrench, get 8 wooden, 8 stone, and 8 levers. Sure, why not? And in fact, I think that I'm going to want to keep my Buildcraft bag on my bar to hold all of the random stuff that is getting created from these quests. Wow, I have a rather extreme surplus of levers at this point. Back to the quest book. Logistical improvements. The cobblestone and wooden pipes are all well and good for the most basic item transfer, but are not particularly capable of doing much else. Better varieties of pipes could be in order. Cobblestone, stone, and quartz are the 3 variants of the simple transport pipes, which act as the majority of a pipeline. Each of these will not connect to the other 2, allowing a basic means for running adjacent pipelines. They also have progressively less drag in the order cobblestone, quartz. As such, items entering a quartz pipe from a faster pipe type will take longer to slow down to the slower speed of these pipes than if they entered a stone pipe. Golden pipes can replace any of the 3 basic pipes as your main pipe, but items will travel through them much faster. Combined with quartz pipes, you could have them far less frequently than if combined with stone. Sandstone pipes will only connect to other pipes, allowing the pipeline to run in proximity to any inventory without connecting. We'll get 32 golden transport pipes and my choice of 16 emerald or 16 diamond pipes. And we need 1 golden and 1 sandstone transport pipe. The sandstone is something that I'm not 100% certain how to acquire in this pack. Do we have an essence recipe? No. We have to just make it out of sand. That's okay. And we're going to want a couple of gold. We're going to want 2 glass. Simple, easy pipe construction. Almost all of these will get used later on, which is why I'm happy to create them now. There we are. Basic routing. Clay pipes work as a destination inventory, trying to insert the item initially, but if unable to do so, the item will try a different path, potentially continuing down the pipeline. Iron pipes will route any items through one output side, the clear side, rather than being randomized when presented with options. The output side of the iron pipe can be right-clicking, so it's just really going through all of them. Obsidian pipes will pick up any items that fall on them when unpowdered, and when powered can suck up items from an area around them. The void pipe will permanently destroy any items that enter it. So iron, clay, obsidian, and void transport pipes. Next on the agenda. I am now really glad that I made myself this Buildcraft bag. Let me get everything together that I'm going to need to make all of those different pipes, and I shall return briefly. Okay, all of these pipes are made exactly the way you would expect from the rest of them. 2 iron and a glass gets you your iron transport pipes. 2 obsidian and a glass gets you your obsidian transport pipes. 2 clay blocks and 1 glass gets you your clay transport pipes, except the void pipe. For this one, you need black ink on one side and redstone on the other to create your void transport pipes. And a very simple way to create a destroy all is to have a chest hooked up to one of those void pipes. Alright, we're going to put all of our pipes away. This is, wow, they want you to make all the pipes in this pack. It's kind of nice, the fact that these goes through and explains it all. So I get 32 golden, and I'm going to take the 16 emerald transport pipes on a... Never mind. Better routing. Diamond pipes will sort items in different directions based on the filters specified by right-clicking on the pipe. Stripe pipes will place any block that enters them in the world in front of it while unpowered. If powered, they will do the opposite, breaking any blocks in front of them and pulling the drops into the pipe. Emerald pipes are similar to wooden pipes, though are able to extract items from inventories much faster, and can also be filtered to only extract specific items. So I'm going to need a couple of diamonds, and I need to make the stripes pipe, which are gold gears. Oh boy, that's fun. So I'm going to need you, I'm going to need you, I'm going to need more sticks than I have. Slightly. That's okay. Come on here. So gold gears are something that you have to go right up the crafting chain to make. And I think, actually, I would like to teach my assembly halo how to make gears, because this is something that I'm not going to be able to automate anytime soon. It'll be nice to have a full list of the gears that I can make, like so. And then we can use these stone gears to make iron gears. And we can use the iron gears to make the gold gears. And now we'll be able to just grab the materials and go straight up the chain to iron pretty quickly. Also, these gold gears can become diamond gears, which are just crazy expensive. Hopefully the diamond transport pipe doesn't actually require gears. No, it does not. Good. So first things first, diamond transport pipe. Next thing next, stripes transport pipe. And I made the emerald pipes as we've gone because I've wanted to use them. Now I can finally grab my emerald transport pipes and claim my reward. Jeez, that was a lot of pipes, man. And now it wants me to get into better kinetics. Ah, yes, power production and a touch of color. Right, more routing and transport options. Craziness. In any case, we're going to lay aside pipes for a bit because that was a lot of Buildcraft all at once, and I need something to actually use these pipes on before I go any deeper into this. Like, it's cool to have all of the transport options in the world, but not if you don't have something to transport. I'll be right back once I have the next step plotted out. Actually, correction, you're going to have to wait until next time as we're almost 40 minutes into this episode already. Lots of playing with pipes and getting through some incremental quests. Next time, we're going to continue our progress towards titanium and making our fish happy. It's still daytime. I forgot to go check the fish during the night. Whoops. Okay, folks, well, actually, we should be able to take a look at them now and see if they progressed at all. I can't tell. Darn. All right, folks, thank you very much for joining me. Hope you have enjoyed this episode. If so, please leave a thumbs up and tell me what you liked. If not, leave a thumbs down and tell me what I can do better. And I will see you next time.